So I am Karen Watts. I am the Executive Superintendent of Brooklyn North, which includes districts 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 23, and 32. And of course, the high schools in those districts. So it is great that we have an opportunity this week to celebrate our assistant principals. And I'm only going to be with you for a few minutes today because I do have to get back to another meeting, but I didn't want to miss this occasion of, first and foremost, thanking all of our assistant principals for the work that you did pre-pandemic, and then more importantly, the heavy lift and the extraordinary work that you have done since the pandemic began. Thank you for being there when your principals could not, and thank you for being there right alongside your principals. There were new things to address every day, but you rose to the occasion and addressed any challenges that came up and did a wonderful job doing that on behalf of your students. You continued to change and grow, right alongside the new things that we had to learn to do. And that is what I think is leading one step at a time, right? Leading the way, just being right one step ahead with all of the new things that we had to learn and do this year. And as you know, the only thing that's constant in our world right now is change. So hopefully all of these changes will lead to a new normal. As we go into the summer 2021 and as we go into the 21-22 school year and beyond. Our new Chancellor Misha Ross Porter, has her priorities set on open, and that's opening up for summer school, a summer school like no other, where we ensure that students continue to connect with each other. They've not been able to do that since some of them were remote, some in the building, and so on. So there will be a big focus on connection during summer school, connecting students back to their peers, back to the teachers and other adults that are in their school buildings, and more importantly, connecting them back into school buildings as much as possible. So I'm really looking forward to what summer 2021 will bring for all of us. And then, of course, to the 21-22 school year, where I think we'll probably all be back in physical buildings, depending on how things go with the pandemic. So what I would like to do now is to read a quote from Sonia Renee Taylor. She's a social justice activist about the new normal that we should be envisioning. So here it is. We will not go back to the normal. Normal never was. Our pre-corona existence was not normal, other than we normalized greed, inequity, exhaustion, depletion, extraction, disconnection, confusion, rage, hoarding, hate, and I'm adding violence and lack. We should not long to return, my friends. We are being given the opportunity now to stitch a new garment, one that fits all of humanity and nature. And so that is what I envision for us going into the new school year. We can ensure that we do all that is right for our students. Our focus should be on educating every student in equitable and affirming, welcoming and safe learning environments to ensure that each student reaches their highest potential. We can only do so if we continue to develop and grow as leaders ourselves, right? At Brooklyn North, home of the pedagogies of hope, love, and science, we are big on developing leaders. And developing leaders is one of the drivers of our work to achieve our vision that we call Project 100. It's a vision where we ensure that we positively impact every student every day throughout the school year. To that end, here are some of the wonderful leadership opportunities for APs and aspiring APs and aspiring principals. We have a wonderful opportunity in Brooklyn North called the Brooklyn Transformational Leadership Collaborative, or the Brooklyn TLC. I think there is a TLC in the Bronx as well. And in addition to that, that's an opportunity where we bring 50 or so assistant principals and teacher leaders who are aspiring to the AP role or the principal role. And they are in a program this spring. So that's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. We hope to continue that. There is also the LEAP program from NYCDOE, the Wallace Fellows, and APLI, etc. So please take advantage of these opportunities and share with teacher leaders and others in your school communities. As well, many districts in Brooklyn North have started to include APs at principal meetings and having more of school leaders meetings as opposed to principal meetings, and have started to have APs as co-leaders in each school. So that's very exciting to see. So in conclusion, thank you all for your dedicated service to all scholars in each of your schools. I would like to thank Natasha and WeIntervene for celebrating not only guidance counselors and social workers, but assistant principals as well. You are elevating the roles of various team members in our schools. That is great work, and we thank you, Natasha. To everyone, this is a great event to end Assistant Principals Week, and thank you all for having me to be a part of it, and be well to all of you. Thank you.